Hello and welcome back to VNI Nation. My name is Titus and this is another episode of Scattered Thoughts, the show where we talk about various topics and ideas and each one connects to the previous one in some way. And today, I wanted to talk about government and politics and how all that stuff works because, why not? I know that's not really my thing, but by the end of the video, you'll understand why I wanted to talk about this specifically. So I'm going to kick this off by saying Alex loves the free market. He absolutely swears up and down by the power of the free market. And, I get it. I understand where he's coming from. He's made a very valid argument for, why the free market works. And that's understandable. I get it. He's a libertarian, and that's like their religion. Like the free market is the religion of libertarians. Dude, I understand. I completely get it, dude. I get it. But I came to this realization, a little while ago. I'm laying in my bed, like I normally do, staring up at the stars and, just, thinking about random stuff. That's where all my good ideas come from, right? Staring up, and I'm just thinking to myself like, man, I do not believe in the free market. It was crazy. It was the craziest idea. I was like, I do not believe in the power of the free market. Like, I understand that Alex, swears up and down by it, but, I do not believe in the power of the free market. And the reason why I do not believe in the power of the free market, is because it is inherently flawed. The free market is a flawed system. And, oh my gosh, Alex, he's watching this video right now, and he is freaking out, man. He's probably going to call me right away and tell me all about how I'm wrong, but I am going to just say this. I could list any number of reasons why the free market is a flawed system. If you give me 10 minutes, and Google on my phone, I could give you a number of reasons why the free market is such a flawed system. But the one main reason that stuck with me, that really bored into my brain and gave me this idea, was that the free market relies so heavily on the input and the actions and decisions of human beings. And what are human beings if not flawed? Human beings are inherently flawed. We have emotions and greed, and whenever something like the coronavirus pops up, everybody freaks out, and the market goes crazy. You cannot rely so heavily on the input of human beings, or else your system will be inherently flawed because of that. And that is why the free market is such a flawed system, because it relies so heavily on the input and actions and decisions of human beings. And then that got me thinking about the government. We have a democracy. We have a freaking democracy. And if that isn't a system that relies very heavily on the input and actions and decisions of human beings, then I don't know what is, right? It's crazy. Democracy is a flawed system. Dude, I totally understand why Alex hates the government so much. Dude, I get it. It's a flawed system. It relies so heavily on the input and actions and decisions of human beings. It is a flawed system. I get it, dude, and I understand that, but free market is not the answer. No, we need to think 10,000 years ahead of our time right now. And with the way technology is going, we could reach that point way sooner than we're expecting, but we really have to push towards that goal. And believe me when I say, you might think I'm going a little crazy here, but what if the entire world was run by a supercomputer with this AI that was meant to just run things, like what if the government was just a quantum computer with an AI that ran the world, like market, laws, everything, everything is decided by this computer, and it is unbiased. It is 100% unbiased. It does not rely on the inputs, actions, and decisions of human beings. And it has computing power, right? A quantum computer has more computing power than, I don't know, 1,000 computers or something. I don't know. Look it up. Quantum computers. They're crazy, super expensive. We're not even close. But these things are crazy powerful. A quantum computer that runs everything. Think about it, That is a perfect system. The system does not rely on the inputs, actions, decisions of human beings because human beings are inherently flawed. When I think about this, I thought about WALL-E, right? Think about the world of WALL-E. Yeah, sure, everyone, is fat and lazy and they don't work or do things, but are they living their best life? If your best life is sitting around watching TV all day, then the world of WALL-E is your best life. You don't have to worry about politics. You don't have to worry about some virus taking out half of the spaceship, the space colony or whatever. No, you don't have to worry about any of that. You know why? Because the spaceship colony, the spaceship Atlas, Starship Atlas or whatever, with that WALL-E is based is the movie is located on Starship Atlas. Anyway, it's not run by the captain. The captain is just a figurehead, he's just a face. The entire operation of the ship is run by these robots and the AI that accompanies the captain. The captain does very little. He has very little power and almost zero power in WALL-E, and these people are living their best lives, They have absolute freedom. Well, I mean, depending on your idea of freedom. Yeah, they probably could, get up and walk around if they wanted to, but they don't really want to. So then they just become fat, but whatever, it's a movie, right? But then, I started thinking about The Circle. There's a movie and a book. They're both called The Circle. The movie is based on the book. And in the movie, they talk about this voting system, right? In this world, they have this circle, which is connected to everything, right? It's your personal ID, and it also has all of your basic information, this it's a social media thing, but it's kind of extended to every aspect of your life. And they come up with this system where every single person has a circle account, and they can vote on their phone for in national elections. They don't even have to leave the house. It's super convenient. It's amazing, right? It's super convenient. It's super easy. And then they went one step further and made it a requirement that every single person vote. And you can do that. You can make it a requirement that every single person vote if the process of voting is super easy and convenient, like it is in The Circle. Dude, I totally get it. More people would be interested in politics because then they are required to vote. And they can do it straight from their phone without even leaving the house. If you could do that, in today's society, you would absolutely vote because it's super easy and convenient. And I feel like that is the next step. We need to make every single required process, voting isn't a required process, but hear me out. Every single process that is required, super easy and convenient, like, say, paying taxes. Paying taxes shouldn't be complicated. It should not be a complicated system. If every single person is required to do it, it should be super easy and convenient. You know that old saying, if it was easy, everyone would do it? Well, if everyone must do it, then it needs to be easy. Just think about it backwards. If everyone must do it, then the process must be easy. All right, I know I'm going kind of long here, but end goal, the perfect system, is a system that does not have any input from the actions and decisions of human beings. Because human beings are inherently flawed, and therefore any system that requires so heavily on the input, actions, and decisions of human beings is a flawed system. Thank you for your time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Oh my gosh, I had this idea and I've really been wanting to talk about it for a while, so I'm glad I got to, put this out there. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell because, Alex and I have some wild thoughts and ideas, and you're not going to want to miss any of it. And this has been VNI Nation. Thank you, and goodbye.